Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. You know what day it is. You know what time it is. It is T1D Tuesday. We're going to have a great conversation today. As if anyone has been in our Discord and maybe seen our T1D support channel, you shared with everybody that you had a pancreas and kidney transplant.
Correct.
So it's been quite the journey. I saw your post on your Instagram with your scar.
Yeah.
It seemed so intense, and so really, really pumped to talk to you more about that. But for those in chat, if you don't mind, do you mind sharing a little bit more about yourself and kind of your origin story, if you will?
I became type 1 when I was 15, going on 16. I still remember the date. It was January 6th of 2000. You're still kind of a kid. You feel like you're unstoppable, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, growing up, kind of like my motto is I was young and dumb, like, but who isn't?
I mean, that's
Yeah.
like right in that sweet spot of figuring out everything as a teenager.
Yeah. Trying to enjoy high school and life as a
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And then diabetes decides, nope.
the fun fact is, the whole thing is, only reason why we found out is like I started sleeping a lot more in school, and like even when PE, when we sat down to do our butterfly stretches, I would just go to sleep. And so
Oh,
they finally
really?
called. Yeah, this went on for like 3 weeks, and the
Wow.
school finally called my parents. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, you might want to get Tony checked out.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, we didn't know what was wrong with me. So my parents picked me up from school, and I was like, "Hey, I'm thirsty," because they realized like I was drinking a lot too.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
so
gosh.
since we didn't know, and it's like my dad's like, "Well, what do you want before we go to the hospital?" I was like, "I want a large chocolate frosty." The worst thing ever.
Oh no! Just like all the ice cream and sugar.
Yeah,
Um,
it's nothing but sugar, pretty much.
yeah. So you went in and then because at that point you were tired, you're basically just kind of getting checked out. You weren't in DKA or anything yet, I assume, like
Nope.
close to it at all. So you were able to get in there early enough.
Well, how they put it is, the doctor said I should probably been in a coma because when I went to the
Wow.
yeah, I lost basically I was down to 90 pounds.
Holy man.
Yeah, my dad thought I was doing drugs because high school
Oh,
life apparently.
yeah. So
So
probably confused about what's going on with Tony.
yeah, we went to the Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
So packed room. My dad explained all my symptoms, and there's like they had a hunch of what was going on. So they took me straight back. They pricked my finger. The machine just said air. It wouldn't even read the
It was too
sugar.
high. Oh,
Yeah.
oh my
Uh,
gosh.
it was actually they took blood work and had me on IV, and they come back. It was 877. And it was like wondering how I was walking and talking. The highest I've been is like a little over 1200.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you fallen into TKA
I
since?
have, but um I think that's the time I was close at DKA. Basically, I ended up getting the flu and couldn't keep up with my insulin because I wasn't on a pump.
Mm, yeah.
And
Um,
no one was home that basically like, hey, take insulin, take
right.
insulin. It was constantly sleeping. So
Oh man. That is
mom come
rough.
home. Yeah, mom came home and found me passed out on the floor, basically.
Oh, that's so terrifying.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh. One of my questions before we jump deep dive is how did you get involved with Breakthrough T1D? And was Breakthrough T1D play like your first experience with it? Or were you engaged with then JDRF at the time when you were younger?
I think it
Mm.
was part of the JDRF actually kind of helped with me with a program called like Healthy Start if they
Oh,
had that back
cool.
in the
Okay.
day.
Yeah.
So it helped me get my diabetes started, help with some of the cost of insurance when it paid for it and stuff like that.
Wow.
Basically, they paid everything up to like 8 months, which was
That's significant.
yeah. I don't know if they still do it, but it was through
That's
Nationwide.
huge.
They say they team up with JDRF with it.
How did you get introduced to Breakthrough T1D play?
There was another streamer. Basically, it was part of the Ready Type One. And that was like I clicked on it and basically just followed
Do you remember
through.
who it was?
She's the singer with Lisa.
Resurrection Fern?
There you go.
Oh, cool. Very nice. Very nice. A lot
I
of
seen that.
people a lot of people came in through Fern. I would agree with that. So, obviously you were diagnosed when you were 15. What kind of led up? Like, what was the impetus to you then having to get, a double organ transplant?
The whole emphasis is basically young and dumb, not taking care of yourself. I'll tell you
Mm,
right now is you really need to take care of yourself because you're running into issues I have. Like
yeah.
the main one is diabetic neuropathy, basically nerve
Yep.
damage.
Yep.
I live with actually quite a bit of that. Like both of my feet are half gone, basically on nerves.
Oh,
The abdomen area, basically and stuff. That's what really caused it. Is because over time we noticed my kidney numbers were starting to dwell down.
yeah.
We knew it was going to eventually come, but
Okay. It was just a matter of
what
time.
what really sped it up is I end up getting nerve damage basically to my bladder area and
Wow.
bladder muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So basically is my bladder does not trigger me when I gotta go to the bathroom. And
Oh,
basically is I overfilled myself, and when you
yeah.
overfill your bladder, it backs up into
Backs
your
up.
kidney.
Yeah. My husband's a urologist. This is very common thing he has to go in for emergently, if people
Yep.
can't relieve themselves. Man, that is intense.
And that's what just made it like, hey, you got a couple years before this happened to basically in weeks.
When was this again? It was last
No,
year-ish or the year before?
21, 22.
22 that happened. Then they moved you up the list.
I wasn't on the list yet. This is when all the stuff started happening.
Got
Like,
it. That made it where
uh,
it was you needed to get
yes.
this done. Okay.
And we put off of dialysis for the longest we could because my kidney still kind of functioned, but we knew it was coming. So basically, is we started prepping for that, which just the first thing is they put a fistula.
Yeah.
Basically, I went the fistula route, which is a thing in my arm. It's like an artificial vein
Mhm.
because your kidney blood flows is super fast. So for
Yes.
dialysis, you need super fast blood flow. Blood flow. Oh my bad. And your normal vein in your arm or anywhere, unless you do a calf, which calf is prone to infections.
Mhm.
So the fistula basically allows that to happen. So I
Mhm.
end up getting that. So that was prepping, and basically it takes about they say about 8 weeks to mature,
Mhm.
and at the time I end up was still working, and I end up getting really sick, and basically is went to the hospital and is like, you need to go on like emergency dialysis like right now.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
And we didn't think the fistula was ready, so they end up putting a emergency cath through my neck
Okay.
and put me on
So all that
dialysis.
work you were trying to do to avoid it, you couldn't avoid it.
Yeah, because we didn't know if it was mature enough to use. Then they did that, and then on my last 2 days in the hospital, basically, is because they wasn't going to release me until I had a dialysis center.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they tried the fistula in the arm, and it was working. So there's like it's good to go, and then they ended up getting me a dialysis center, and that was basically 22. And basically, this was happening probably halfway through 23.
What was the remainder of time between your transplants?
So you started prepping, you start seeing the transplant center and going through that process. That process is, excuse my language, but hell, I'll
Yeah.
tell you.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
First thing is you go see if you qualify. Another thing is too is they financially check you, so you have to be financial
Oh,
stable.
yeah, they
Make
don't
sure
want to leave you with a bill high and dry. Yeah.
make sure you have insurance, make sure the insurance approves what they want and this and that. That's the first thing. The next steps is all on you. You basically have to schedule all that, which is you do a yearly stress test. So
Mhm.
if you're on the transplant for multiple years, every year you have to go through a stress test,
Process,
which is
sure.
basically determines if your body, well, your heart can withstand surgery,
Right.
surgery like
Okay.
that. Because if you don't
Okay.
have a healthy heart, they're not
Yeah.
gonna. Basically, the beginning of 2003 and halfway 2003 is working on that. Then you go through a psychic evaluation. They
Mhm.
make sure you're mentally kind of stable
Of
for
course.
this. And that's another dark part is too, is because I got declined my first go around actually because of anxiety. Yeah, it's kind of messed up because at the same time too, during all that time, I just buried my mother. I just lost my mother unsuspectingly
Oh
too. So
man,
like,
that's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. So of
So
course you're dealing with all of these emotions. It's like normal.
yep. So they's like, hey, we want you to see a therapist for
Yeah.
your anxiety, because I said I don't want to take medications for my anxiety because I can handle myself. So
Yeah.
started seeing a therapist, and he looked at me. He was like, "Your anxiety's from all this medical stuff." So they wanted me to wait 3 months before going to another evaluation to get back on the list. And my therapist says, "No, 2 months." He goes, "2 months is good enough because your anxiety's from all this. The quicker you get on this list, the quicker you get this done, your life would be bad." So
Mm.
he put that into the psychiatrist at the transplant team. And that following Wednesday at the board meeting, they called me at the end of the day and said, "Hey, you're on the list."
Oh, fantastic.
So
Man, I'm so sorry about your mother. That's got had to have been devastating too, on top of that.
it
Obviously, she
was,
was a big part of taking care of you too with type 1.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was. She was actually a big supporter of me going through all this
Hmm.
and everything. So,
I'm
and
sure she would
probably
have
the
loved
worst,
your therapist rooting
she
for
would.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Just the worst part too is like all her stuff happened on Mother's Day too.
Oh
How
no.
how all the days.
Of
That's like
course.
the worst day.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's really tough.
Yeah.
So, who is your support system now? You know,
Uh,
going into, I mean, obviously they interview you to make sure you have people around you to help
yeah.
support you. So, who do you have to support you?
My father. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still around, and he's getting ready to go through his own trick of stuff here recently
Oh,
too. So
wow. A lot of medical stuff, huh?
yeah,
So, you're on the list, you got on the green, right?
yep.
At what point did you get the go ahead that, hey, we have the organs you need?
That's that's the thing is too. I went through 4 phone calls before I got it. So on the fourth phone call,
So, like, what do you mean by phone call? Like, what did that entail?
they call you, they ask you basically some questions, and it's like, hey, we have some potential organs,
Yeah.
and like, hey, can you make it to the hospital at this time? Like the first phone call is basically is, can you come next day? That person that I matched with is getting ready to basically pass away.
Wow.
So you go in at the time they tell
Mm-hmm.
you. Once you go in, they just prep you and everything, do all the blood tests, make sure you're ready to go, because they'll check your potassium levels too. Because if you have high potassium, they'll throw you on dialysis
Right.
before you go to surgery.
Right. Right.
That happened on the first time. Went through because potassium was high. Went through dialysis. Basically, I was at the hospital for 12 hours. Then,
Wow.
yeah, doctor comes back in later on. It was around midnight that time, and it's like, hey, the organs.
Oh my
So,
gosh. So you had
yep.
4 different times where you had to be
No,
close enough.
three potential. The fourth one was the good.
The good one. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And when was that?
The first phone call was actually July, so that basically 9 months after I got put on the list.
Leading up to this, you were still doing dialysis, dealing with your type 1, your like all of those people. Had it gotten any worse?
No,
So you'd
dialysis
kind
is
of been
basically
consistent?
normal.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good at least. It was helping while you waited.
Yeah, even though dialysis drains the life out of you,
Oh,
I don't.
literally. Yeah.
It does. I do
Yeah.
not recommend it on anyone.
No,
If you can
no.
avoid it, avoid it.
Of course. So the July, and then when were your next 2 calls that were maybes?
The second phone call after that was a couple weeks after, and this one, same kind of the same thing, but they told me a little bit more details. When it came back, basically the organs were too fatty and cellulite, basically
Oh,
crystallized.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
So that was like an 8 hour wait at the hospital, because that one was like, hey, can you get to the hospital within a couple hours? It's like,
gosh, I
yep.
can't imagine the anticipation and feeling because it's like also it could
You get
happen or couldn't.
excited.
Like you
Yeah,
have to be like, oh my God, this could happen, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Like,
exactly.
how do you manage that?
Therapy.
That's so relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could only imagine. So that was an 8-hour wait to find out that the organs were no good.
Yep. Because as soon as the doctor walked in and I seen it on his face, I was like, "Yep, time to go home."
Yeah.
He's like, "You already know." So it's
When you're waiting for all these calls and stuff, at any point you can get one. So, like, is there
yeah.
anything you were doing in your life, or like, did you feel like you were putting things on pause? 'Cause you're like, oh, I could get a call and have to be
Uh,
somewhere, or like vacation or traveling, and like I know you did dialysis and stuff, but you could still like drive somewhere. Like, did you feel like you were having to pause some of that?
you have to because
Yeah.
even if you go on vacation, say you travel, basically they say if you travel probably 3 or 4 hours more, you have to call and they pause you. They will pause you from the list.
Really? So you have to
Yes.
be within that
Yeah.
distance away all at all times. Wow.
Yes.
I guess like they really want to make sure who's ever on the list can get it
Yep.
as soon as
Yep.
possible because it's such like a precious thing. Wow. So you're really just waiting, and you're at home. You're not able to go and do other things at that
Uh,
point.
Kinda. I ended up April of that year. Well, April of last year, actually, April 16th. I wrecked my motorcycle and got 20 rods and pins put in my leg.
Oh my God, while you're waiting for your transplant.
and
Tony,
the,
oh my
yeah,
gosh.
and while you're basically healing, they pause you too. But the thing is,
Yeah,
when you're paused, you still move up the list.
sure. They just
But
don't call
if
you.
correct,
Sure. Oh man, that is rough. Then your third call, so you had another one pretty quick after the first, is the 8 hours.
yep.
The
The
third
second
one.
one was a couple weeks. Now the third one, it didn't happen because those happened in the what July. Then I think
Hmm.
beginning of August was the second one. The next one didn't happen until October.
Wow, so quite a bit after.
Yes.
This was
I
still 2023?
yeah. I actually
Yeah.
no 2024.
Oh, it was this past October?
October was the third phone call, and this one is there's a they give the organs a rating too. So
Mhm.
this one had like a really good rating, and but got to the hospital and everything, and there's like this one actually looks pretty good. And everything, and it was in Kentucky actually, and the doctor that was going to do surgery, he goes, "I'm going to go grab him myself and bring him
Yeah.
back."
Wow.
And a few hours went by. I think it was like 4 hours. He comes back in, and you could just see the look on his face. He was
Oh,
disappointed and
man,
and kind of
brutal.
upset. And he asked me, he's like, "Do you get grossed out by your things?" I said, "No, not really." And I actually got to
He
see
got to
what a
show
pancreas
you
looks
why
like.
they weren't good?
Yes,
So what was wrong with these?
the extraction team down in Kentucky at
They
the
messed it up?
hospital nicked the main artery on the pancreas.
Oh.
So
Was it this kidney and pancreas from the same person?
yeah, they had to be
Right.
from the same.
Right. So then
Yeah,
they gave the kidney to someone else and the pancreas just was
correct,
useless.
correct.
Oh, man, that's like gold.
Yeah,
That's got to be
he's
rough
a
too for that explant team. Man.
yep.
Oh,
He's like,
so
I could patch it. He's like, I could have patched the artery up, but he goes, I call a colleague of mine. He said he'd done one before, and that patient just dealt with issues all their
all
life.
their life. Yeah, he didn't want to set you up like that.
Yeah,
Well, hey, it sounds like you have encountered some good people along the way of this like horrific journey
right.
that were really looking out for you and your well-being. So, tell me about that final call. Where were you? What were you feeling? What happened?
I was actually asleep in my recliner, and I was like so tired and everything. It was around 2:30 actually,
And when
Eastern
was this
time,
again?
November 5th
November 5th.
or
Okay, so this is
or
like a
November
month-ish
6th.
or less.
November 5th, yeah, November 5th or 6th. I was so tired. I was about ready to sleep. My phone started ringing, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm too tired. I'm not going to pick it up.
Oh,
So,
the
yeah.
way I gasped. Oh my God. Okay, then what?
They called my dad.
Oh,
My
good.
dad's at work, and like he called my sister in law because when my mom passed away, my oldest brother, his wife, and two kids moved in,
Oh, cool. Okay.
and he called her, and she comes down and is like, "Hey, transplant's trying to call you." I was like, "Oh shit."
It's time.
Yeah, so I called them back and it's like, "Hey, and it's like went through the questions and everything, and basically told me the rating of the organs
What was
and
the
everything.
rating?
A 7.
Out of 10?
No, they go out of 100. The lower the number, the better.
The lower the better. Okay. Seven.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Continue.
All the others were like a 12, a 16, and the other one was like a 20. So
Oh, wow. So very
they,
good. Okay.
yeah. And essentially, I called them and it's like, hey, can you be at the hospital at 7 o'clock in the morning? And I was like, I got dialysis in the morning because I did the 5:30 a.m. to basically
Mm,
8:30. And
yeah.
then she goes, hang on, I'm gonna talk to the doctor. I'll call you back. I was like, well, I would like to be on dialysis because the potassium level,
Right.
so
Right.
I don't have to do that at the hospital. She calls back, it's like, hey, do dialysis, do all of it, and then as soon as you leave dialysis, head straight to the hospital.
Got
I
it.
said, cool.
Wow. What a day.
After the dialysis, get to the hospital basically a little before 10 o'clock. And this time, everything was just moving so fast, like a lot faster than other times. And I'm like, it was just like boom, 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 rush. And next second, I hear like it hit like 1 o'clock, and it's like you go into surgery around 3 o'clock.
Oh my
It's a
goodness.
it's a go. I'm like, oh crap.
Did you have any
So
time to process it? Like I don't even know what I'd be
no,
thinking. Like
no,
cuz there are
because
not many people that have gone through like double organ transplants, you know? Like that's a
it was
lot.
it is. It's like because from 10 o'clock and before 3 o'clock, it doesn't. It's basically 5 hours to try to
Yeah.
process like this is actually happening.
And your whole life is going to be changed for a while.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can only imagine. So, how long does that surgery take? It also is just bizarre to think that you had both your organs out of your body and then put back in. Like that. That's weird.
Nope. Well, I mean, they don't take your organs out.
Oh, but I mean, like they put the new ones in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Correct.
like it
Yeah.
was out and then they put it in. Like
Yeah.
that's weird to me. But continue.
Yeah, they don't take your old organs out
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you
No,
did
no,
not
no. I
know.
misspoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people don't know that. They freak out. Like, what?
No. So, how long did it take?
Believe it or not, about 5 hours.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's way less than I thought. And
I
s
I was shocked too. I thought it'd be like
yeah,
8, 9 hours, but 5 hours. That doctor was in and out.
just that was what they do. Yeah, it's like their thing.
Yeah.
That's reassuring. So you woke up then later the next day or later that evening?
I think it was like an hour and a half after surgery I woke up.
You
They
woke
were
up pretty
shocked I woke
early.
up. Yeah, they were
Wow.
shocked.
This was in November,
November 6th.
November 6th.
Yeah.
Wow, right in time for the holidays and all this stuff going on. So has recovery been like? Do you have to take, I'm assuming you have to take different medications and things now? Tell me more
Uh,
about that.
recovery time, I was only in the hospital for 5 days, believe it or not.
Just 5 days. Wow,
Yeah.
human body is amazing.
The next day, you're up and moving. They get you walking. And like,
Wow.
yeah, they do not want you to sit around.
Next day you're up and moving. How long are you in the hospital for? How long do they keep you?
Just 5 days.
Wow.
They asked me, "Is like how you feel about going home?" And I was like, "You're the expert."
Yeah, like what what do I know? Oh my gosh. So what has recovery been like for you?
I would say probably the first month and a half, 2 months, it was hell. I was
Yeah,
second guessing my decisions. If that tells
sure.
you anything.
Yeah. Just because you were having a really hard time, or was that kind of like
Um,
what normally would happen in recovery, or?
It's normal according to the surgeon, the
Yeah.
doctors, because like I was doing everything they was telling me to do and nothing was working. It was
Oh,
just getting me down, like depressed. It's
man.
like I'm doing what I'm told. Why isn't it working?
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's rough. I can only imagine. I'm sure that, I mean, that's why the psychological tests and stuff is so important too. They
yeah,
want to make sure you can handle it. Man, wow. So when did things start looking up for you?
probably about the 2 month mark, everything started falling in
Like
place.
January-ish?
Like yeah,
Oh,
and
cool.
it just started falling in place. Once weight restrictions started coming up, I started working out. Basically, I bought a rowing machine, started a row,
Smart.
just to build up
Get
that
moving.
strength. Because yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
being on dialysis for a year, then on that thing is because I lost 20 pounds just from that surgery too.
So
So I was
small.
like, yeah.
Oh my God.
So
Wow. So after your surgery, especially the pancreas part, you're basically not a type 1 diabetic.
correct. As soon as I woke up, actually, is like here eat and there's like here's a can of Sprite and have some Jello. Enjoy it.
What has that been like?
Kind of crazy and amazing at the same time, and I wish like other people can actually experience because after
Yeah.
dealing it with it 20 years and having the doctor to tell you break out your old habits and enjoy that pancreas.
Have the cake and the pizza.
Yeah.
Wow. I can only imagine. Was that something that helped get you through kind of the struggles in the beginning? Was that like on the other side, you had this life that you could go back to a little?
I couldn't remember when I was a kid. I was just enjoying it, but it is kind of nice. But at the same time, it's like, do I really want to put all that junk back in my body? Yeah,
Oh,
I've been
no, of
enjoying.
course. Yeah, but like you
Yeah,
can enjoy it, not have to have the mental weight of like, oh, I have to bolus for this. I need to,
yeah.
yeah, like not having to do the math constantly.
That has been a lot easier. Only thing is like I would say like the medication schedule is almost kind of like diabetes because
Oh,
you have to be
sure.
on a schedule for your
So what is that
anti-rejection
like? Can
meds.
you tell me how many like a day or how times like how what does that look like?
You take your anti-rejection
Mm,
meds 12 hours apart. Some at an 8 to 8 schedule, so 8 in the
okay.
morning, 8 at night.
You can't miss it.
That's correct. If you do
Yes.
miss it, you have to wait until the next dosage, 12 hours later.
Wow. Okay.
I have missed it, I think, twice in the 7 months.
Good for you.
It, you just feel horrible though. It's like,
Really? Like it's that
yeah.
significant? Oh my
No, I'm
God.
just talking about like mentally. Like I missed
Oh,
it.
yeah, you're like, "Oh crap, I don't want to ruin this opportunity that I had." Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah.
So your
Um,
anti-rejection, what other medications?
I'm still on a few for like kidney. Since you get a pancreas, your body can't regulate the bicarb in your system, so you're constantly taking bicarb. I take yeah, I take
Oh.
25 bicarb pills a day.
Wow. And that is at any time or like when do you have
You
to
can
take
take it at
them?
any time, but
Okay.
it's right. It's basically try to split it out in the day. So I have
Okay.
a 11 o'clock alarm, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock,
And
and
you
I take
take
five
5?
at 8 and 5 at night too. So
Wow. So 5 different times a day you're taking 5 of those pills.
yep,
And you have your anti-rejection and your kidney medication.
yep. I take gabapentin for my nerve damage because when that acts up, it feels like needles are poking me. So I take that.
Going from counting carbs to counting bicarbs. That is real baldibetic. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, sounds so intense. Do you feel like you have it down now though? That it's like not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of
Being
mindless.
diabetic for 20 years, you're already on a
This is
schedule.
easy.
Yeah. The
Oh
doctors were
man,
shocked at like how organized and scheduled I was. I was like, I was diabetic, so like she goes, you'd be surprised how many people struggle.
I can believe that. That's a lot. Where are you at today? Like, how will your medications ever go down, or is it just kind of for the foreseeable future? This is what you have until they find different options for you.
Well, the first year it does change. Like we find a happy medium, your tacrolimus levels and your other anti-rejection meds.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, is they'll find your happy medium where your body likes it.
Okay.
So that does change over time. Like I
Yeah.
was taking 8 of my one pill, and I think I was taking like 4 one day. Now I'm down to 2 and
Oh, great.
4 a day instead of that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So just kind of slowly but surely checking all your level. How often do you get checked and get like
Uh,
checked by the doctors and stuff?
the first 3 months is twice a week.
Mhm.
That's yeah. Then after the first 3 months, the next 3 months is once a week.
Okay.
Now the next 3 months is basically every 2 weeks.
Do you still have an endo?
No.
Wow, that's
She
huge
told
too.
Yeah, she told me, she goes, after you get your transplant, she said you can just say screw me and not come back.
Yep, done with that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. You just have different doctors now.
I have my transplant team, then I have my family doctor.
Has any of your nerve damage or anything else improved, or has it just kind of stayed where it was?
It stayed. Nerve
Yeah,
damage is
right.
lasts forever.
Irreversible.
Yeah,
But at least it stayed. It's not
correct.
okay. Okay. Well, that's good at least. What would you say if you had to like compare, life before transplant, life after? What is something that people might not think about that you've had to deal with?
I hide my emotions pretty well. It's like most people wouldn't know what I've been through. They look at me
Sure.
like you're a normal person.
Sure. They wouldn't know that you had the transplant in the first place.
Correct.
Sure.
And a lot of
Sure.
people say I look happier and healthier too than I've ever been.
Well, that's great though. Do you feel it?
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
do because the fact that like some of the issues I had when I was diabetic, like most diabetics have stomach issues, obviously. That's actually gotten probably about 80% better. Like a
Wow.
lot of the stuff is reversing. Uh,
Yeah. That's cool though that it like, when they say like if you quit smoking, like immediately your body starts healing. That's really cool that that's what's resulted is that some of these things that people with type 1 have to deal with all the time or be scared of starting to kind of go back. I'm sure that,
yeah.
as you said you were young and dumb. Your words, not mine.
Yep.
I'm sure you feel like this is such a great second chance that I've had to make turn things around.
It is. I've been single for a long time and like in the dating world when I'm talking to someone, that's the first question I ask. If you were given a second chance in life, how would you change? What would you change and what would you do with it?
What would you do with it? I'm going to reverse that onto you.
What do I do with it is I'm actually slowly doing what I want to do. I'm looking in a different career path. I want to travel the world and everything. So
What were you doing career-wise?
IT work, and now I'm actually working to put my knowledge and skills to use, and I want to try to put life coaching.
Cool. I was going to say, I mean, what a story to chat with people about we've already had people in chat saying how enlightening this was, how informative you are. It sounds perfect. So
Yeah,
what's the next
because
step with that? Like what are you pursuing?
I want to help with people with the struggles of diabetes, because I went through the struggles of it, and if I can help them prevent what I went through, I could. Then also, people that need to go through a transplant is like not very many people go through that issues and the
Right.
emotions and everything. Is I can relate to that and I can help them. Like, hey, this is what worked for me, and
Mhm.
this might work for you because a therapist is nice, but a therapist can only relate so much, not
Oh,
like
of course.
physically.
What do you think your mom would think of all this?
I think she would be excited due to the
Relieved?
fact that like relief excited because I've the amount of me staying kind of composure and not breaking down because there is sometimes I just wanted to give up and
Of
I couldn't.
course.
Yeah,
I can only imagine. I mean, you said you have your brother and your dad and
yeah,
then your niece and
sister-in-law,
nephew?
two nephews.
Two nephews. I'm sure they look up to you too. Like,
Oh, they do.
oh man, that's so powerful. Gosh, what a story. What else do you have to share today with our chat about your experience?
I don't think I can say is like if you're going through a lot of things like this, or if you're almost going to go that route, don't hesitate to reach out
Yeah.
because you're not alone. There's other people that's gone through it and stuff. Yeah, it may seem like your world's crashing down, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You can always look at the positive.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so powerful. What is your like biggest fear now or thing that troubles you the most post transplant?
Since I'm so young, I will go through this again in my lifetime, and it can happen at
You
any given
will.
time. Yes, I will
Wow.
go through another double or kidney and go back to diabetic.
You'll go back to being a diabetic?
Yeah, if I don't go do a double
So they could potentially say you don't we can only get
qualify.
you a kidney, you don't qualify
Yeah,
for.
yeah,
That seems. Are you serious?
yeah. I'm serious because organs, average life of organs is 15 to 20 years, and if we do 20 years, that puts me at 55. So at any given
Wow.
time, my world can come crashing down again, and that's always in the back of my
Oh,
head.
oh my goodness. So what next then at that point? They're just like, we'll have to take it as it comes. You can't even
Yeah.
prepare. It did not even occur to me, Tony, that you would have to get another transplant. It did not
Yeah.
even occur to me.
Yeah.
That is a very, very understandable fear. I would be terrified of that.
Yeah, because like I said, anything it can happen anytime. It can
Yeah.
happen tomorrow,
It's
next
not a
week.
guarantee that
Not a guarantee.
those new organs are going to keep working
Yep.
the way you need them to. Wow. Man, I am so hopeful that you do not have to become a type 1 diabetic again. That is such
Right.
a bummer. Are you
At
kidding?
least I'd be prepared for it.
I know, but come on. I feel like I'm like negative for you and you're like, "No, it's fine. It's fine." You've really kind of shown that your mindset really is like you're making the most of it. You'll deal with it when it comes. I still am so impressed with your ability to handle that. Kudos to you for just like pushing through and having this incredible mindset when approaching this. I mean, the fact that obviously when you have type 1 or issues with your health, not every day is a given, but the fact that you have this thing looming and it's so dramatic and such a big thing that happens, like a literal organ transplant that you have to be prepared for in the future.
Yep.
That is overwhelming,
Yeah.
which is why you're life coaching.
Yep. And also on top of that is with my therapist is we actually started a group therapy thing
Oh, I love that.
with type 1 diabetics and transplant patients too. So
Wow. Well, you have to share that information with us so we can share it with everybody.
yeah, we're actually trying to put it out there. It's actually growing a lot faster than what we thought it would.
Oh, yeah.
Because OSU basically it's called the TIDE program, which
Okay.
is T1DE.
Okay.
Basically, it's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah. Yeah.
support thing for diabetics through OSU.
Wow. That is incredible. Congratulations on that. That's so exciting. So, obviously, you are more than just your kidney and pancreas transplant. I would love to learn more about the games you like. You said you've been streaming for over 10 years. Like,
Yep.
tell me about what you were streaming, what you like what are your favorite games?
I always played Minecraft. I probably got over
Minecraft.
10,000 hours into that game.
Nice. So you like the
So
building, creating a world.
yeah, yeah. I'm a huge Lego fan, so Minecraft is kind of
Yes.
like endless Legos.
Yes.
If you look up Gaming4Diabetes, that channel, you'll see some of my builds I've
Okay.
done on there.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll have to check that out. So what else do you like to do in your free time? You were talking about how in the beginning how you're just about living life and enjoying things. What do you like to do?
Basically, I like to be outside, hike,
Mhm.
ride my motorcycle when the weather's nice.
Oh, you're still back
Uh,
on your motorcycle after
oh
all the
yeah,
pins? Oh my
yeah,
God.
I don't care.
Terrifying. Okay, continue.
I'm not gonna let it stop me. They told me it's like it's recommended. I was like, nah, I'm
Oh
right back
my
on.
God. I love how like that's the thing. You're like, I'll do whatever. But you just went through a transplant. Boy, you're bolder than me, that's for sure. So you like being outside, riding your bike
Yeah.
or your motorcycle. What else do you like to do? Hang out
I'm
with that
currently
pooch behind you?
uh always
Yeah.
um I like to go fast, so into racing, fishing. So
Nice. Yeah, just enjoying life's simple pleasures. Do your family do that with you? Your dad or your brother or anybody?
no,
Just all
my
you?
dad. Yeah, just basically, my dad's up in his age. He's 65.
Yeah.
Basically, he's getting ready to go through back surgery. I think
Ooh,
next month. So,
that's a rough one.
for the
Yeah.
second time, actually.
You guys can't catch a break.
Nope.
Does your brother or anyone else in your family have type 1?
My oldest brother became type 1 like 4 years ago, actually. 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow. That is such a unique experience.
Yeah.
Because then you were going through this horrible time of it leading up to your transplant, and then your brother gets type 1.
He was type 1 before all that, actually.
Wow. That is crazy. How is he doing?
He's doing good.
Yeah.
He's old school, stubborn. What
Yeah.
older person isn't? But
Is he using
uh,
any tech or just manual injection?
only thing he does is Dexcom.
Okay.
He manually injects himself. His last A1C was like a 6.7 by doing
Ooh.
his injections.
Good
Yeah,
for him. Claps in chat. Yes, we love that. We
yeah.
love a good A1C. Tony, It has been such a pleasure to chat with you. I was saying before we went live, guys, how I don't even think I've heard Tony's voice before, as one of our ambassadors, because you've been a part of the community, you've been active, and obviously you've had so much going on. And I really appreciate you coming on and being so open and sharing your entire experience. It has been really inspiring and informative, not gonna lie. Now we all know that game operation is fraud. But if there is something that you could say to your younger self, 15 years old, diagnosed with type 1, knowing everything you know now, the incredible life experience you've had, what would you say to your younger self?
Listen basically to what some of the people, the advice they gave you. And I wish technology was that advanced back then too.
Uh, so basically, the anti young and dumb is what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
I think, though, it is still so powerful. Obviously, you can't go back in time and take back anything that's happened, but it's so
I wouldn't.
powerful the way that
I
you've transformed this.
right. I wouldn't change a thing that's happened because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met the people I met in my life if it didn't
That's so
happen.
powerful. Yeah, I mean, look at where you are now. This is so inspiring. You're helping so many people. And you've really just seeking to, live life in such a fulfilling way that it's super inspiring. So, chat, I don't know about you, but I'm like riding a high right now. This was an incredible stream. Tony, thank you so much for joining. Is there anything that our community can look forward to? Where can they find you? Are you going to be streaming anytime soon? Hopefully not live streaming from your motorcycle.
I
I'd rather
actually
not.
thought about doing that.
Don't
Actually,
do
I
that.
thought about buying an Instacam 360 and live streaming my rides because I have not seen anyone try that yet. So I
Please
thought it'd
don't.
be. I won't be able to see chat, but I thought it'd be a unique experience as
It
people
would
could
be
just.
unique, but also terrifying. I mean, you live your life the way you want to live it, and I'll look for that stream. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And do you have anything else you want to add before we sign off?
Nope, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, thank you again. You guys, again, Tony said if you have questions or anything you want to connect with him on, please let him know. I can always provide that information to you in Discord or wherever. And I look forward to hearing more updates. Please keep us updated on how things are going. And if
Yep.
there's anything interesting to share or even not interesting, we just love to hear from you.
I'll just wait until after the first year because the survival
The first
rate.
year, right, is big.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, man.
because 87% survival rate. After that, it goes up to like a 99. So
Wow. We're rooting for you, Tony. Thank you again. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We'll chat soon offline. Bye, guys. See you later.
yeah.